do you think the soul would transfer to the new body?
This is going to blow your mind. A startup company called BrainBridge announced today that they believe that they will be able to successfully perform a head transplant surgery in the next 8 years. The way that this would work is you would take a person with a perfectly healthy and active brain, but their body has cancer or paralysis, and transplant it to a brain.
Anyways, this is a continuation. Esau continues to imagine vain things, man, and believe that he can achieve vain things, escaping death. 8 years. In 8 years, we'll be able to switch ahead from one body to another. These things are crazy, man. Like, how about Shimei Shai, is to be feared, because the deceiver, is deceived. As well, Yahweh Shemel Shai has a spirit on him to believe this nonsense, So this is Psalms chapter 68, verse 20, and it reads, "He that is our power is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh, the Lord, belong the issues from death." So everything that relates to death belongs to Yahweh Shemel Shai. You cannot escape death by any means other than Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? And I have a few precepts here just to solidify that a little more in the scriptures, in the spirit. So this is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 7. "Then shall the dust return to earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it." So when your spirit leaves your body, that's the state of death, on this earth. But your spirit returns to Yahweh Shemel Shai. There's no way that Esau can prevent that from happening. When these things, when somebody is on their deathbed and the Lord decides to preserve them in their body and not make, have the spirit return to the spiritual world, the Lord is doing that work. Esau has no power over that, right? So I got the next one here in Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 8, verse 8. "There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he the power in the day of death." Right? So you don't have any control over death, man. "And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it." Right? So you see, because these devils have been doing so much wickedness, and they can, go on about in this world to do whatever they want to do, so-called, that's just for now, it says, though, judge, roughly paraphrasing, though, the judgment is not executed speedily unto the wicked, it's setting them to, continue in their wicked ways. And that's first and foremost Esau, and it applies to everybody else as well. But guess what? I gotta tell you this. So it's in Revelation. I'm not sure where in Revelation, Right, so this is Revelation. And this is what's funny, because the main thing here that I want to highlight is the fact that the heading in the picture says, "You can escape death with a head transplant." No, the fuck not. No, you can't. You can't. You cannot. So this is Revelation chapter 6, it's after chapter 9, verse 6, and it says, "In those days shall men seek death." What days? The days to come. The days of Jacob's trouble, the days of World War III, the days of the concentrated fire coming from the chariots and the angels and the battle axes of the Most High, destroying you people on the earth. killing and destroying and hunting you people. All of the terrible things that are coming to you, heathen, and you 2/3 of the nation of Israel. And you Edomites, first and foremost, you're gonna get the worst judgment that there is. You're gonna be extinct after your captivity, your 1,000-year captivity. Being getting get being rewarded with what you have done to the children of Israel, double. You know, this is what's coming, man. In the times to come, in the terrors to come, in the day of the Lord. It says, in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from thee. So Esau, you can stay there and think that you have any say in how the issues of death work, and how things that are way above your pay grade work. You're gonna have men in those days, you Esau, even you doctors, you fucking mad scientists that work on these type of things, you're gonna desire to die, and you won't be able to die. The Lord will have it that the spirit stays in you. Half of your face ripped off, and you want to die, but you can't. Half of your body in pieces, your legs ripped off, and the Lord is just keeping the spirit in you. That's how cold Yahweh Shem Shai is. And I strongly believe that these things are going to happen to you proud devils that imagine these vain things just to show you who's boss. So Yahweh Shem Shai will show you Edomites who's boss. Right? So that's all I had to say on this. Shalom. Call Halalim la Yahweh Shem Shai Bahashem Rakar Kodash Abad Babal. Shalom.